Hey guys, welcome back to Income Stream Surfers. Let me just very quickly lay down what I want to talk about in this video. I want to talk about how to use Google Analytics to identify problematic designs, and also 5 problems I found on my own Redbubble which I think are inhibiting sales. Okay, so I'm not going to get into the specifics of setting up Redbubble with Google Analytics, but I will say that they changed how to do it about 4 or 5 months ago. So if you are looking at a guide and you can't work it out, it's probably because the guide is outdated. So look for a more up-to-date guide. I have done it on a previous video. I will leave a link to that video above now, so you can find it if you want. But yeah, this is Google Analytics. What is Google Analytics? Google Analytics is basically a way to analyze your website traffic, which is free from Google for any website, and also because Redbubble has integration for your own Redbubble shop. Okay, so what are the interesting things here? The first thing we want to see are which pages people visit frequently. So if I put this on 28 days, I can see the most common pages that people have been on. Okay, so another thing I just wanted to quickly talk about is the e-commerce conversion rate of Redbubble. My Redbubble shop has an 11% conversion rate, which is insane, really high. So yeah, Redbubble has a great conversion rate, which is really interesting. Okay, so we can see that these are the most commonly viewed pages. But you can see that this is sticker, but like how many people have been on the t-shirt for this design, I have no idea. So how do we find that out? We go on pages report, and then we find a design we're interested in. I'm actually going to use this design here because I have a feeling this has a mistake on it. And then you copy part of the URL, go back. Often you have to press back twice on Google Analytics, it's kind of annoying. Copy and paste part of the URL if it's unique, and then there we go. We can see that in total 7 people, if my maths is right, 7 people have been on these pages, and I haven't made a single sale, which is I would have expected to at least sold 1. Okay, so I have identified that this design potentially has a problem with it, in my opinion. Okay, so that's the process of finding problems with designs using Google Analytics. Okay, so what are some observations from my own analysis of my own Redbubble store, and what are my top 5 reasons why I think my designs, and probably your designs, aren't selling? Let's check it out. So this is one of the designs that has surprised me the most. As you can see, I've had 30-ish, page views 30 people and 0 sales. Time on page is fine, mainly stickers. I would have expected to have sold at least one of these designs. So let's take a look at the design. Okay, so this is the design. I made this in a very old video, and I know what the problem is with this design. Maybe you guys can see what the problem is with this design. I think the image is completely unnecessary, and this should just be a text-based design. So that is exactly what I'm going to change, and let's see if it makes a difference in future videos. So number 1 is having an unnecessary image for something that should just be a text-based design. This is too graphic with the picture. It needs to be more subtle. So just a quick little tip for getting this easily: you can copy and paste the URL and then stick it in the search like this. Google Analytics is a little bit buggy sometimes. Copy and paste it just like that, like I already did, and then let's see what the problem is with this design. I've made 1 sale from this. I haven't made a sale in a while, and I think that one of the problems is that it's not transparent. Okay, so you got to be really careful with that, guys. Make sure that all of your designs that are possible to be transparent are transparent, so that they look better on all of the products. You can see it looks it doesn't look great on the black and the grey. Okay, number 3 is not having the design on every product. Now, I am a little bit confused by this one, but this duvet cover was apparently visited yesterday. This shouldn't have existed because I didn't have it on the product. Okay, I do now because I've activated it, but this should not have been a web page anyway. But if I had activated it yesterday, I would have made a sale, I would guess, because I think it's got a very high conversion rate, this product. So you need to make sure that your products are on all, your designs are on all products, because if someone wants that design on a specific product and you don't have it, they'll go to someone else immediately. No second thought. The fourth reason is that your product is on an iPhone case or on a phone or tablet design like this, and it's a little bit skewed. People will not like this. Okay, this mini skirt is a great example. I don't have this enabled, but you can see that you can't see the full design. Nobody wants something that looks ridiculous. So especially iPhone phone cases and skins, phone wallets and tablets, I recommend that if you go on the pages on Google Analytics, type in phone, type in tablet, etc. And if you've got a few hits and no sales, then just check those items to make sure that none of the designs are a bit messed up. If you're familiar with Redbubble, you'll know that oftentimes the phone and tablet options are often messed up. So just double check them, guys. Okay, so the final reason I want to give is that you might have a grammatical error in your design. There is another problem with this design, and that's obviously this picture is not acceptable. It's so very clearly Gandalf, so be careful with copyright, guys. This was the first design I ever did, so they actually took this down. But that wasn't the problem with it. I thought it was a very good design, and I'm sure it would have sold, but the problem is that this is incorrect. It should be with an A, which is a little bit embarrassing as an English teacher that I spelt that incorrectly, but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, so that's my 5 reasons why you might not be selling on Redbubble. I recommend that you use Google Translate and Google every time you write something, okay? Because you can add a certain word if you're not a native speaker, and it might completely ruin the pattern, so be extremely careful with that.